What are the real odds of finding love in Pattaya? You ever notice how people talk about Pattaya like it's some kind of tropical Disneyland where every lonely guy magically stumbles into true love? It's always the same story. They land, they party, they fall for the first woman who smiles at them, and shock of shocks, it doesn't work out. I thought my girl was different. Well, she's not. It's amazing how many men genuinely believe they have a shot at romance when the entire city is designed for one thing: transactions, not connections. It's business, baby. Patia is a buffet for short term affection. Good time? Absolutely. Love? Possible, but come on. You have a better chance of winning small money in a slot machine than finding your soulmate under neon lights. Still, every week, some guy messages me saying he found the one after knowing her for 24 hours or 48 hours. And I'm not trying to ruin anyone's dream here, but if we're talking about Patia and love, we need to deal in reality, not fantasy. And the words Patia and love, they really don't go together. Now, the brutal odds. You might think it's 1 in 500, 1 in 1,000 that's going to work out. What are the actual odds of real durable long-term love in Patia? We're not talking about lust. We're not talking about companionship. We're not talking about fun for a few weeks. We're talking about, love. And the honest answer is at least 1 in 1,000, and that's low. Patia is built on money, nightlife, survival, economics, and escape. It is not built on romance. That doesn't make the women bad. It means the entire environment works against genuine balanced relationships. And that leads us to the real reason the odds are so low. I think it's more like 1 in 5,000. Almost every transaction begins with money. And in Patia, introductions aren't organic. They're not based on shared values or interests. They're not built on, I like you, you like me. They start with, how much? You buy me drink? You want short time or long time? That is the foundation. Money first, emotions later, if ever. They may be feigned emotions. You can grow a relationship from that, but it's like trying to grow a plant in cement. Most men fall in love with the fantasy, and that is the truth that most guys don't want to hear. They're not falling in love with a woman, they're falling in love with attention. For many men, Patia is the first time in decades they get affection, admiration, physical attention, validation, respect, youth, enthusiasm. And for some, it's intoxicating. But that is not love, like true love in the Western sense. It's a novelty, and novelty wears off. What the women are truly after, what they really want, let's just be honest, most women working in nightlife are not looking for true love. They're looking for stability, money, support, a way out, a better future. And there's nothing wrong with that. Life can be hard. I understand it. But it's not the foundation of romance. In Patia, survival usually comes before emotion, and that tends to skew everything. Now, the good women in Patia, if you're lucky enough to find one and actually hook up with her, are not on Soy 6 or on Walking Street. If you want a normal woman who's dating for love, she's probably not sitting under the neon lights waiting for strangers. She's working in banks, cafes, hospitals, offices, markets. They may be working as teachers or they have a government job. Uh, they are real women living real lives and they want relationships. And you can meet them in Pattaya, but you're not meeting them in the bars. And most foreigners really never look beyond the nightlife because they may not have time, whatever the reason is. They may not want to. Not everybody wants love. I understand it. Now, the relationships that do work, they do exist, yes. But when they work, it's because both people are trying to bring clarity and discipline to the relationship. And successful Pattaya couples usually have boundaries from day one. They have honest financial expectations. They have stable habits. They generally don't have drinking or drug problems. There is some transparency. And hopefully they have genuine compatibility, but you would be shocked at how many foreigners think love means paying for everything and overlooking the red flags that are the size of a billboard. Real long-term success is possible, but it's very, very rare because most men don't come to Pattaya to build something stable. They come to feel good. They come to party. They come to find joy. And that often can lead to disaster for the guys who think maybe they can find love. Now, the real odds of a long-term relationship that actually last like 10 years or more, and this is where we have to get even more honest. The odds of finding someone, building a real relationship, staying together long term, surviving lifestyle changes, surviving financial changes, surviving the nightlife past, looking past that, is at least 1 in 2,500. Not zero, not impossible, but it is extremely rare. You can find love in Pattaya, but I would never bank on it. I would never count on it. But, expecting it is like going to Vegas and expecting to walk out with a fortune. Yes, I'm going to go there and get rich. That's what it's like. Okay. Now, 3 takeaways. Takeaway 1, do not confuse attention with affection. Pattaya makes men feel wanted, but wanted is not truly love. That's not what love is. Not that I really know what it is, but I know what isn't love. Takeaway 2, if you actually want a real relationship, step outside the nightlife zones. You won't find long-term love under the neon lights. The chance of that is nil. Uh, Takeaway 3, keep your expectations grounded. Love in Pattaya is possible, but the realistic odds are low, much lower than men admit. Now, Pattaya is one of the easiest places in the world to find companionship, excitement, affection, fun, but it's one of the hardest places to find something equally sincere and durable. Love exists there, but it is very, very rare. It's almost non existent, and it usually comes from a woman outside the nightlife world. If you go to Pattaya with your eyes open, you'll enjoy it for what it is instead of getting crushed by what it isn't. Remember to hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell. If you'd like to show a little support for the channel, you can do so by hitting the join button down below and becoming a VIP member for as little as $1.99. That is all I have. So until next time, I'm Scott. I'm an American in Bangkok. Chok di leo chok and mai. That is good luck and see you again. Take care.